Hey everybody, welcome to Backlog Episode 1. We're going to be looking at Renowned Explorers, a game that I personally really love. I don't think it has enough press about it. I wanted to highlight it for this first video as we're going to try and get through my backlog, one game at a time, highlight some new ones, highlight some old ones. Well, let's check out Renowned Explorers. We're going to start up a new game, and I'll kind of explain how this game works as we go. But for you to know, just to start off, it's basically a roguelite set in the age of exploration in the 19th century, in the late 1800s, early 1800s. And we're going to start by selecting a crew, and our crew is going to help define what we do and what we're best at. And I'll kind of explain that further as we go on. So let's just roll up a captain. We're going to start off with Charles Templeton. He's an ex-sailor, an ex-butler from Manchester. And you'll see that he has two perks to start off with. He's a diplomat and a survivalist. He also works well with a devious or aggressive crew. Let's just go with this recommended crew for this little highlight here. There's a ton of customization with who you pick, and it really defines on how your build's going to be. So let's just go with Dolores. Dolores is... Let's find Dolores here. Not Dolores, perfect. And who else did you say? Hattis. So let's go with Hattis. Perfect. So we're leaning more towards an aggressive, so we're actually going to be doing some damage here, but we're also going to do a little bit of deviousness. Basically this game's combat, how that works, is basically a rock, paper, scissors game, and aggressive trumps friendly, friendly trumps devious, and devious trumps aggressive. And depending on how your enemy's moods are and what your mood are and how you set it, it also defines on how easy or difficult the battle's going to be. So we're going to just go with this basic route. And he also gets a captain perk. He acquiring a specialist entourage will give your campaign token a random improvement. So we're gonna probably not gonna see too much. I'm just gonna kind of give you guys a basic rundown of the game, highlight what the first mission's like, and we'll probably do a second rundown and like an extended version of the playthrough, you know, for people that want to see a little bit more of the game. So this is what we're gonna do, and let's just start our adventure. I love the art style of this game. Don't let it fool you though, because this game has a lot of depth despite its cartoonish art style, cartoonish look. It's a really, really smart game. So we are finally got our membership in the Renowned Explorers International Society, and we're going to try to be the most renowned explorers. But it all starts here. We're going to try and find the burial site of Saxon kings. I'm not going to do the tutorial. I'm going to kind of explain things as they go along. So let's start our adventure. So if those who are familiar with the game FTL, and I would assume you are, since it's an unbelievably popular game, you'll see that we have these nodes throughout our map, and we'll discover more as we go down. And those nodes are going to have things for us to do, and those are going to help give us tokens, which are going to result in renown. That's kind of our victory point of the game. This game is so interesting because it combines elements of roguelite and board game, and it's just a really smart, fun game. So for starting off, we have supplies. So each supply is going to get us to these places. This actually is an interesting one. We're actually going to start here. We can improve one of our crew before we head over here because there's going to be an encounter. So maybe something to buff us before we fight someone. It's probably a smart idea. So these guys are having a heated discussion, and it's like, hey you! Yes you, we need your opinion on something. We're discussing what the best way to solve problems. So one of them is saying that speech is better, some of them saying is physical attacks are better. So we can choose something that we can buff. Our guys are mostly geared towards attacking, so let's just go for attack. Let's see where our attacks are. We can check out our stats by clicking on our little silhouettes here. And that kind of sucks. I didn't realize that they both had Quick Thinker. We'll probably push her more towards Athlete here. For the perks. Let's see our attack power. We're gonna, AP is 33, 27, 23. So we're probably gonna buff Charles. just because his attack isn't as strong as everyone else's. So let's go ahead and do that. So he's going to get a little bit of a buff, and it's a +5 attack on this expedition. So it doesn't last us past this, but hey, you know, little bit helps. And we're going to head straight on over to this encounter over here. Okay, so since we have level 1 Quick Thinker, one of our perks over here, at least we have 2 Quick Thinkers, we're actually going to be able to actually skip right over the actual encounter itself and just get 5 encounter tokens. We'd probably only get 3 anyway, so I think this is probably just the best bet just to do it. So let's do Dolores. We hop over the sheep and they come rushing towards her, but nice distraction. We're gonna head on out. There'll be another encounter, speaking of, right over here, so we're gonna probably want to hit almost every single one of them. You do get some penalties if you run out of supplies and you have to keep going, but the first battle is not hard. Let's just keep on going. We'll kind of snake our way around here. So 2 thieves are running from an angry mob. Please travel, we have no time for you right now. If you let us through, we can give you some compensation. I'm not gonna pretend to know what compensation is for Scottish people. We're not gonna take the collect. We're gonna stop them. And now I get to show you guys a little bit of the combat in this game. Very much a little bit like XCOM, just kind of tactical, turn-based. And like I said, there's that RPS element to it that really makes it interesting. So we have these 3 moods, 3 attitudes, I mean, and it's giving us some bonuses if we finish it off aggressive, which is perfect because that's what we're going to want to do. That's what we're kind of geared more towards. So let's see. Okay, so I think we should be able to just kill everyone right away. If not, we can still take some damage. So let's just bring Charles up here. Give this guy a punch.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes, sir. Alright, so you'll see we did an attack and now we're also aggressive. So that means that we're in a hostile attitude right now. So devious attacks do 25% more power. That's actually good for us because we can still do devious attacks and still end it aggressive. And here's that kind of rock, paper, scissors formation that I was telling you guys about. Let's bring Dolores on up here. And Terrify isn't going to do much, but if we do Terrify, he gets minus 25 attack. Let's do it on this guy. No. So she has a ranged attack. Yeah, let's just kill this one guy. Really don't need to go over anything devious. Let's just beat him up, basically. Knock him out. And yeah, we're going to take some damage here. Not the end of the world. Now, if one of your people perishes in battle, whether by aggressive, devious, or friendly attack, wow, that did a lot. You'll lose resolve. And if your resolve goes to 0, then game over. You lose. We're going to definitely back her on up. She has 3 tile attack range. Let's do something a little bit closer. Alright, maybe even a little bit closer. Alright, there we go. Boom. We can also see that this guy's really weak to confident attacks and enraged attacks. We do have a confident attack with Try to Impress, but it's only an 80% hit chance. I'd rather just go with full-on aggressive, guarantee the hits. We'd really rather not risk losing a resolve right away, because he's probably going to target Hattis there. Boom. Easy. There we go. So we get 3 campaign tokens. Those are going to give us status, basically like how popular you guys are, and then encounter. That is going to give us status and gold. So that's awesome. And we're also going to get a little bit of a buff. So, hey, that's awesome. Even more reason to do encounters. And we get a bonus campaign. Perfect. We're probably... I think we're going to... Let's try and sneak around here, open up some of this This is shrouded area. Let's search the shack. Ooh, we got some jewelry. Nice, we get some gold here. Alright, so we have a nature challenge where an athlete, a naturalist, or survivalist would be useful. I believe we have one survivalist, one athlete. I think it's still probably worth it just to do it for that. And we're going to get some research and gold here if we do. So, oh wow. Oh wow. That's insane. Simply just for quick thinker. So yeah, we have a 93%. We're going to roll the adventure wheel. The adventure wheel is basically like simulating rolling dice here. So a random chance of doing certain things, and your perks are going to help you with that. So there we go. We get a success. And we're going to get some, you see this? Sprint towards the nest. And we get some eggs. I don't know why we're stealing eggs. For research, obviously, but it's kind of messed up. But hey, we get some study and some collect. We're not complaining here. I think we're gonna probably want to just go right here. There's something odd here, and there is a technique challenge. We don't have anyone to fulfill that, but we did get a level up. So let's see what we get. We can either upgrade to Quick Thinker, or we can make her Quick Thinker 3, or give her Engineering Piloting. Does he? No. Neither. Let's try. Yeah, I think it's probably best to go get this engineering perk, kind of spread ourselves out a little bit. I don't really see too much of an opportunity for us to do so otherwise. So let's do that. And it's also going to give us some extra speech defense and some extra attack power. Yeah. That's going to help us on this next technique challenge anyway, so that's going to be helpful. Yeah, let's continue exploring. And some sort of machine drill. And it's broken, but it has some cutting edge technology. Okay, so our chances aren't really great. Ooh, but we can... Wow, we can get another engineering perk. That would be huge. We still get it even if we lose it. So I think we're gonna give it to a Teastmaker level 2 engineering either way. Let's hope for a success. Ooh. Oh. Okay, so we didn't get it, but we still gained the perk, which is still helpful. Let's go over here. It's 0 for us to do that. So go on ahead. And we see a Saxon monastery. So let's check it out. A strange-looking hooded man. Well, hello there, travelers. Welcome to this old Saxon monastery. I come here once a year to make some minor repairs and clean the place up a bit. It would be a shame if such a nice place went to waste. Saxon men used to come here to test their skills. Ooh, so we can do some challenges. Interesting. So we can either push it, which is a really good chance to succeed. We can check out the basement. We have another chance to succeed. So what do we want to do here? I think we're gonna let's do Dolores here. Let's try and level her up. She gets experience by rolling the adventure wheel, so I think that's probably a smart move. We have an 82 chance to hit. Perfect. Dolores really goes for it, and she budges it. He's impressed, and we're gonna get a treasure here. We get the Saxon Knights. So only 25 renown and an insight, but we do get 8 collect, which is great. We're gonna be spending that once we finish up this expedition. Awesome. And yep, Dolores did get a level up there because of that. So I think let's try and push her more towards engineering rather than quick thinker. Yeah, let's do that. She's going to get some attack power and some armor for doing so as well. And we're going to get a new mood. Boom. So now she's really good at wrestling, and she's really tenacious. So let's go on up and do this encounter over here. And perfect, we found another place to get some supplies. Alright, approach this patch of grass, but the sheep are going to be attacking us. Now, these sheep are like the basic of the basic. When it comes to enemies, these should be no problem for us. It wants us to finish it either friendly or devious, which is fine, because we actually are mostly sorted towards aggressive, but we can dabble a little bit in devious, so we're going to probably be doing that, especially with our new move, Primal Roar. Let's see. Becomes terrified of negative. An increase of 20% speech. 40% speech power if she's enraged or confident. And she gets some aggro, which is good because she just got some armor. So we're gonna definitely want to keep Hatise back. Let's bring her on up. Let's beat up these sheep. Wow, that's gonna hopefully kill both of them actually. Alright, killed one of them. And we are in tyrannizing. So minus 30% speech defense. But we should be able to just do some aggressive attacks and bring ourselves to brutal, which is the if we're aggressive and they're friendly. Bam. So you see, for every attitude attack that you do get a little pip here, and for taking down an enemy with that, you gain another pip. So we gain 2 for that, and we're probably gonna do piercing shot. Gains 25% power. Nah, I think we'll just hold on. And we'll get this guy right here. It is going to put us in aggressive. And we do want to try and end devious. So this next turn of moves is basically going to be purely devious. So now we get 20% plus 25%, plus 20 speech defense, which is great. Yeah, that did nothing to us. You can try and be friendly, but it's just not going to work, unfortunately. Yeah, they aren't really weak to anything. Let's just do, no, I don't want to do Saturn. I want to try and... Ooh, all of them are going to kill. I really don't want that. Okay, so we might not end this devious, unfortunately, which isn't the worst thing in the world. But we might. Yeah, we're going to end in aggressive. So we don't get those research bonus, but we still get some encounter tokens. We're not really speared towards study anyway, so that's really not that huge of a deal. We still get a study out of it anyway. Alright, so we take our first hunger negative basically, and we show Hatise loses some speech power. That's not a big deal. We're not going to be using her for speech. She has great ranged attack. And Charles got an upgrade level up too. So the thing is, do we want to do diplomatic approach, or do we want to do survivalist? I find that survivalist is probably better. There's a lot of great survivalist things we can do. So let's go ahead and do that. Gain him tracking. He's also going to get group insult, another devious attack. So that's good. We're just kind of spreading ourselves out a little bit more. Let's pick up some supplies. That'll help reduce the amount of hunger negatives we take. Alright. Another encounter. And they're going to be aggressive, which is fine. We can either be devious here, or we can be aggressive. Let's see what the perks are. Yeah, it's going to want to finish aggressive. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's move Hatise a little bit farther away. We can take this guy out over here. And that's perfect. Let's get a combo with Dolores with her Primal Roar. She gets 25. We get a plus 25% power for Devious. That's gonna hopefully just wipe these guys out. Oh shit! I clicked. That's all right. We're gonna end it. Can't believe I just did that. That's okay. Let's actually do group insult here. That's a cone attack. So let's kind of bring it right here. And no, it's gonna make them enraged. Are they? Yeah, they're not really weak to anything. That is okay. Let's yeah, we'll just bring him in here. You know what? No, because he really doesn't have amazing armor. Certainly better than Hatise, but let's just let's let them come to us. So we'll do this, and let's just we're just not gonna do anything. If he had a buff that would increase our attack, I would definitely do it, but unfortunately he does not. Alright, so if we feel like if we do devious here, let's do one aggressive attack. kind of hedge our bets, and we'll finish it devious. No, we just killed him right off the bat. We really don't even need to do, we don't need to do Primal Roar. Let's just beat him up. Bam. No, I do say, sir. Charles has got a nasty uppercut. There we go. So we can continue exploring. They're baffled at the fact that they thought that shepherding or mining was any interest to you. Well, I would think that we've done quite a little bit of checking out some of the land. We kind of understand a little bit of that. Let's check out over here. Okay, so really not too good of a chance. There's really nothing. Might as well just go for it. I mean, there's nothing. Nothing really negative happens if we do not succeed. All right. Yep. Oh well. You don't get anything out of that, but it was worth trying. All right, let's go check out this gold over here. A landslide. Yikes. So we can spend a day mining. I think we'll just take the second hunger negative basically to check out some. Oh, we didn't even. That was interesting. If you have 0, I guess it doesn't do anything. It still lets you do it though. Alright, so Shatis does lose some attack power. Not a big deal. Let's head on over to the burial site of the Saxon kings. We find it. One of the tombs is of King Egbert. And that's going to certainly skyrocket our reputation. But we hear a familiar laughter. And here we are, the French explorer Rivalu. And he's considered the most promising of the renowned explorers. Thank you, amateur. Under Rule 24B of the Explorer Mandate, fellow explorers should help each other out. And I really need to excavate King Egbert's tomb to gain another honorary title. Hey, we worked hard for this. We should definitely, Rivalu continues. It seems my explanation wasn't clear enough. Maybe my strong friend Tommy can explain the situation better. While I plunder the King Egbert's tomb, of course. Hey, wait a minute. Before we can stop him, Tommy steps forward. Nuh-uh, little explorers. Beat it. And, alright. He's not gonna let us pass. We're just gonna probably have to just beat him up. Or make fun of him enough that he cries himself to sleep, so. Yeah, so. It really doesn't actually matter. There's a slight bonus for finishing aggressive, but you don't actually get any other bonuses otherwise. So we're kind of sandwiched here. Let's back up. I think Hattis would be better if we backed up here. Knock this guy out. That's fine. We're going to not make the same mistake as last time, and we're going to let Dolores tank some hits here, but we should be able to just Primal Roar if we kill this guy. Yep. Boom. Now these thugs, they are really weak to Saddened, and we do have a Saddened, I believe. Yeah, we do with Hattis, but it has a 2-tile range. Okay, that's not that terrible. He's also very weak to Saddened, so who knows? Let's see what we can do, but we're gonna definitely Primal Roar here. Knock out both of these guys. Freak them out. And we are now provocative. So we get some extra grit because, right, remember, RPS, devious beats aggressive, so we're gonna get some extra grit, which is fine because Dolores is gonna have to take a little bit of damage here. Oh yeah, exactly. The extra grit and her armor really is gonna help us out. Alright, perfect. So, we don't want to end it devious. We can probably still do some, let's see if we can mix them in ranged. Interesting. Could probably get both of these guys, but let's just try it. We'll kind of loop her around. Yeah, her attack is really great. And let's see, we'll bring Dolores. Yeah, we can't reach this guy with Charles, so we can definitely bring Charles up here to beat up Tommy Gun a little bit. So let's bring her here. Finish it off aggressively. Perfect. And let's put him, we should be able to put him here. These little yellow squares or hexes give us extra health, basically. They regen it. So Terrified would make it minus 25 attack. That's actually not a bad idea. Yeah, we'll do that because we can. It does a devious mood. It's a devious, so it'll give us a pip here, but we're just debuffing him so much. Yeah, only 11 damage. And we're just gonna fire him down with everyone. That's all we've got, basically. Do we want to... Maybe we can bring her up here and do a Satin? Yeah. Yeah, he's really weak to Satin, so that just kind of leaves the rest up to Dolores and Charles. Yeah, we should be able to finish it. Perfect. There we go. Tommy's pretty impressed. He's like, wow, you guys are pretty strong. If you can take on the mighty Tommy Gun. So we get some gold. And we get some attack increase permanently by 1. So not a huge buff, like I said, but hey, it's something. And let's check out what we can get. So we can either get, so we can investigate the tomb, we can convince the locals. I think we should be able to. Let's check out the tomb, maybe? Yeah, no. Let's not do that. Convincing locals. Charles it's definitely a diplomat, that might be good. Or let's check down the treasures. Oh, wow. This golden horse, I think, would definitely increase our gold. Let's actually do that. Let's just double check the convincing the locals, what it might give us. Yeah, the Heliodor. I actually don't know what the Heliodor is. I don't think I've gotten that. So I think let's go and do that. It's not 100% like the other one was, but a better chance to get Heliodor. Let's give it a go. So we get 5 campaign, and we get the Sword of Justice, which is perfectly fine, because we're going to get an extra collect if we resolve an encounter aggressive, which we will be doing a lot. And fighters gain a +2 attack. Perfect. So let's head back to London. So that's the first adventure, and before I end this video, I wanted to show you guys a little bit also of the home world, because that's also really part of it as well. Let's check out how much renown we made, though. Decent amount of gold. Awesome. So yeah, that's not a big deal that we're in last right now. Only the first one. Perfect. So they're definitely impressed, and they're going to upgrade our airship. We get some extra supplies. Plus, I believe in insight. Yep. Perfect. Okay, so first things we're going to do, we're going to check out the research now. Like I said before, we're really not geared towards research. But, yeah, we're really not going to advance the research faster. We can either, I think we might just want to save, I believe we're actually going to, let's save our research for when anthropology opens up. We do get some bonus, it gets a coupon basically for upgrading Entourage Hall, but not a huge deal. I think let's just save our very little research for anthropology. So then we're going to check out the entourage. The entourage, actually, the helpers allow us to basically buff our tokens, and we're going to be spending our insight to get some tokens. So that's going to be helpful for us. Let's get let's see. I think we're probably going to try and get some extra campaign. Actually, let's check out our specialist here. Interesting. That's actually really good for us because we already have a level 2 quick thinker, but we also have, I think we've already decided that we're really not going to be pushing study as much. So let's actually go with Champion Valicia. And perfect. We're actually going to learn a quick thinker perk as well. I think we're going to give it to Hatise. Yeah. So now she's a level 3. And let's have her learn reflexes. So also, thanks to Charles' captain bonus, we're going to get some more research for every campaign. So, boom, just a little buff just for spending some of our status. And let's, we can't, can we get a lobbyist over here? No, we cannot. That's okay, we're going to be spending our insight anyways. It's actually awesome. Okay, so let's do that. Let's just spend some of it, at least. Looks like our best is with Charles. Yeah, let's just do it one more time. Actually, we're going to spend it all on status, I think. We have a decent amount of gold. We have one more. Yep. So I think we're gonna stave off on getting another specialist, but we will get some helpers. We're definitely going to want to get a journalist and a lobbyist. Let's do another lobbyist. Perfect. So now we're getting extra status from all 3 of these guys. And now we have some gold to spend, so let's go ahead and do that. We have the item shop down here. So we have, let's just separate it by all. We really don't need to do too much. The first couple of them, not a huge deal. Let's just do straight upgrades basically. Give these guys some better gloves. And definitely want to give Hatise much better armor. I don't think it's worth it to upgrade to get good armor. Just give her that. How's our speech defense? Okay. Ooh, I forgot about that. That was dumb of me. Let's just give the good armor here. And we'll give Hatise the boots, because it's going to give her some grit, it's going to give her some armor and some speech defense, which she's really sorely lacking on. Perfect. And we'll just do how's our armor? Yeah, I still think let's actually give him a ring, because he already has decent armor. Perfect. Now let's also check out some trinkets here. Oh, I forgot to. Did I do? I didn't do a decent book. Let's do that. Or no, we just want to do. I'm messing up everywhere here, guys. Let's just give everyone better attack. And let's check out our trinkets. These might actually be worth upgrading too. So we can get. Let's see. We can make her engineering 3. And we can give him survivalist 3. Interesting. I think, yeah, let's just do an upgrade here. Because I think we're going to want to give Dolores. Make her athlete 3 as well. I think that's really going to help us out. And we really don't have any more gold to spend. Unfortunately. I think that's okay. We can still save some leftover gold. And that's fine. Alright, so we've done everything here. That's it for the first expedition in Renowned Explorers. Like I said, I'll be doing a second video to do kind of an extended playthrough. But for those that have watched this video and have seen enough, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching the Backlogged. I'll be continuing to do this, hopefully come out with about 2 videos a week.